Do you have some sympathy? Do you feel for Joe Biden? It's his big moment here. It's his big inauguration. And it's going to be unlike any inauguration we've ever seen before, and not for any good reason.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting inauguration. Good morning, Pete. Look, there are going to be fewer people there. It's going to be heavily guarded, and he's got his work cut out for him. He's got this huge program, which is very important. At the same time, the country is badly divided. But, there are some misconceptions here. Majority of Americans, that is 90% of the Republican Party, supports Donald Trump and doesn't want him impeached. 70% of the Republican Party believes the election was stolen, as a matter of fact. And 54% of Americans think that the greatest threat to America right now are other Americans rather than foreign forces. But look, Donald Trump is not mortally wounded. It's going to be very hard to prove these charges in the Senate. And I doubt that it has much credibility, because sedition and inciting to insurrection are very, very difficult to prove, because they go right up against freedom of speech, the First Amendment. So we're in for a very difficult time, as a matter of fact. But Donald Trump is not mortally wounded. He owns the Republican Party. He still calls the shots. They're going to be paying attention to him. And Pete, when he goes to Mar-a-Lago, he's going to go as the sort of the aggrieved, disgraced president. Well, he's been disgraced a number of times in his life. He seems to use this as fuel to work on his brand and to go up to the next level. I mean, now he's got some big grievances. He's got big pharmacy, and he's got Facebook and Twitter, and he can argue with these guys. He's got real foils, and Donald Trump is able to turn these grievances into sort of a fuel for his party. So he's going to be very dangerous going ahead. But this idea that President Biden is going to be able to unite the country after all of these racial and political and divides is going to be very, very difficult. The other thing, too, is that when Nancy Pelosi called this thing an inciting to sedition, she's actually woken up all the lunatic fringe people in the hills of America who don't vote anyway. They just carry guns. So, now they have a legitimate target, the American government. So in a way, we've sort of awoken the beast. And, be careful what you wish for, because if you think there's a rebellion outside the door, you just might have one.
So do you think, as it stands at the moment, Joe, he runs again in 4 years?
Oh, yes, sir. He's going to run again in 4 years if his health is in good shape. And if he's not able to do it himself, he'll be able to personally anoint the next person that comes forward. No, Donald Trump is a major force, and even without Twitter, he's going to be able to get to his 88 to 90 million people who follow him very closely. So in many ways, and I heard a lawyer say this on a legal show this morning,